You're watching PEGRI TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al-Masjid Sharia Allah, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. Not a mosque, an organization operating in the state of Rhode Island. Like I said last week, people are lying on me. People also turn their back on what I'm trying to do. I get no real help from no one here in Rhode Island like I'm supposed to get. I stand out in front of the cannons that are facing me. That's the 600. I feel like Spartacus. But yeah, I'm continuing to do the work that Allah has given me to do. There's nothing I'm doing for myself. There's nothing here that I'm doing for myself. The only thing I'm doing for myself is to try to get a place in paradise. That is right. That I say I am doing for myself for that. But there's no financial gain trying to be made just for me. That's what I'm doing. The Sister City, Sister State program is for everybody. All different complexions of people. All different levels of people. And I couldn't get the cooperation of my brothers and sisters. I got a lot of written cooperation from other people, but I couldn't get the one I needed from my brothers and sisters. I don't know what you're going to do with this new thing I'm doing. Like I said, I'm trying to get the Muslims to stand up against terrorism of all kinds. And there's all kinds of terrorism going on for centuries. All types. Every country done did a little terrorism in their day. And they keep on doing it. Water bargain is a terrorist act. It's to terrorize people to make them talk. Bombing people with fire bombs and whatnot is a terrorist act. To terrorize them into saying that they don't pick up guns against the people again. So countries did terrorism for years. The Germans terrorized millions of Jews. Stalin terrorized millions of Russians. We terrorized hundreds of Japanese, thousands of Japanese, and they still dying for what we did in Japan. It goes on and on and on with the terrorist stuff that was going on. The Dutch, Italy terrorized the Lebanese. Every country did some little terrorizing. Genghis Khan terrorized thousands of people. The Pharaoh, Egypt terrorized people. We keep terrorizing people, so I put out a thing saying, we the people of Rhode Island, white, black, green, orange, Muslim, non-Muslim, Catholic, Protestant, Jews, all that, is demanding from the House of Representatives and the Senate a resolution, a joint resolution, condemning terrorism of all types. And I put that out now on television, on the website, everywhere. And I'm asking for your signature on papers. I'm trying to get back to Stop and Shop and sit outside Stop and Shop and get your signatures and all that, because I'm just beginning now to go ahead and start the motions for this coming. I called up people that I know, such as Senator Metz. I tried to get in touch with Senator Jabbar. I called up the Fox, Congressman Fox, or Senator Representative Fox. I will do another bunch of letters soon. But I'm having problems with my machinery here. And I gotta get some ink to do it. And I try to get some wires out to people. I'm starting to write to the mayors and the council members of different little towns and stuff to get their signatures here. If I can take them and get them to be part of this resolution. And we'd be all finished with it then. Alhamdulillah. The resolution would be in benefit to Rhode Island people. It would probably, the way it's being run, it looks like a first. What we're trying to do looks like a first. Come together, Muslims and non-Muslims, openly. Put their names next to each other on a petition for the people of Rhode Island, on a resolution to be made by the House of Representatives and the Senate in Rhode Island. I wrote to Senator Whitehouse. Senator Reid, I received a message from Senator Reid. It's a very good message. He told me he apologized that he's not able to do anything with the state board of people. But he told me how to do the rest. He told me, he says, I advise you to keep going. To keep going with the board, with the resolution here in the state. I guess when I get the state finished, I can drop it on his chest and say, we're here. Try this in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives of the United States government. That they follow suit of what the people of Rhode Island put together. And when that happens, you have people all over the world, all over the United States and overseas, a domino effect to do the same thing. And our brothers and sisters in the Middle East would know that we here in the United States are standing against terrorism just like them. Or just like they should. Please go ahead and let me hear from you. My telephone number is there, and the address of where we at is there. And I advise you to write a letter. Some of you might receive a letter with this here in it. With this in it, you can take this and take it around your family, let them sign it. This is the letter here from Senator Reid. You can see that Senator Reid's statement said right on the bottom. This here is what goes to the President of the United States 2 months ago. 2 months ago, it was made 10/18/13. This is what comes in the letter that you will get if I get to you. But I don't have that much stamps, and nobody seems to be giving me any help to get stamps with. But this is what you receive here. It's a little gift statement that you can send a little help if you want to, a little assistance if you want to. And that is the bottom place here where you can sign your name. You and your spouse can sign here. And I would take these and give these and let these be seen at the State House. I'm not like the telephone company that sell your name and address to nobody. I will not do that. It'll all be in my records, in my care. So I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself. I will not do that for myself. I don't want that for myself. Somebody take my name and give it to some shoemaker or something like that, or television seller. So I will not do what they do. So please, let me hear from you. Let me hear from all of you. And now that you heard the truth about how I got to Rhode Island, I got to Rhode Island because my wife and them left Brooklyn with my child and ran away to the Bronx, to Boston. And I didn't follow behind. I didn't know where she was at until 6 months later. I got a phone call from her where she told me she was in Boston. But she was writing calling to her mother every night and every day. But I didn't find out until 6 months later. So then I came up there in Boston. I went to Boston and talked to her, and she said she's not going to come back to Brooklyn to live. She'd like to stay up there in Boston or somewhere else. So I tried to get a home in Long Island, but that was too much money for me. I couldn't afford it. So I turned around and I dropped all my holdings in Boston and Brooklyn, and I came up to Boston, and then came and moved into Rhode Island without arguing with anyone. You can ask people like Khalid Yassin and the rest of them, Sheikh Yusuf, all of them that I still know in New York. Brothers I still know. Brother Hyphen, all these people I still know in New York. The brother that owns the tobacco companies, I still know them in New York. The bookstore people, I still know them. So, but I had to let you know. I had to let you know as soon as I found out about this, what was going on out there against me, that I called you, that the people know the truth. For when you hear this lie, you will know the truth. Not that you're trying to repeat what is already bad news and a lie, because those that repeat that lie is just as bad as the liar. Just as bad as the liar to repeat the lie that has been told to you. I don't care if you're the imam or your secretary of state or a French cook or whatnot. If you're lying and saying that I came to Rhode Island mad at the brothers in New York City, you be telling a lie. I left property in New York City, a great deal of property in New York City. I tried to give it to brothers to take over. They wasn't ready for it. So, please understand that. will get back to you another time. And sometimes the time goes so fast that I don't know how much anymore to say. But I want you to understand that I'm here trying to strive to keep the deen pure, to keep our Islam pure, to build our Islam up to where we have our own manufacturing companies, our own economic development organizations, our own educational system, our own employment offices, and our own places to be treated, women and men, in the hospital. Or we might do like the Jewish people did in Brooklyn, where they turned around and bought certain parts of the hospital, put money in there, donate money in there, and they made that their side of the hospital. But they weren't the only one in that side, but that's what they called their side, the Jewish quarter of the hospital. So I'm trying to do what is best for us Muslims. I don't talk about just the Quran and the Hadith. I don't try to give lectures on the Quran and the Hadith. I'm giving lectures on what we're not doing. And we should start doing it. I'm talking to you, the brother and sister here in Rhode Island. I'm talking about you, the brother and sister in Spain. I'm talking to you, the brother and sister in Germany. The ones that speak English and can understand what I'm saying all around the world, because the web, the internet I have goes all around the world. I'm on Google, YouTube. You can get me on www.sheikhabdullah7.com, and you see all my television programs and all that on that web. It's 80-something programs. And 80-something programs talking about our condition and what we're supposed to be doing about it. I'm not making statements about what's the matter with us without trying to show you we have a formula for that, for an antidote for what's the matter with us. There is an antidote for what's the matter with us. And I have that antidote. So I'm not just blowing sweat, blowing smoke like some frigate battleship trying to hide. I'm right out in the open. And I hope to hear from you. Please let me hear from you. Let me hear from you like everybody did. You know, I was amazed one time. I'm sitting down looking at the internet, and there was this old woman working as a bus monitor on the bus, and she got cussed at by some young kids. Cussed on the bus, they made fun at her and all that. She's an old girl, and they made fun at her. Then somebody picked up her name and started a fund for her. She wasn't on the bus trying to do anything other than make $1 and stay and keep working. But somebody got a fund together for her. They raised close to $700 and something thousand for this old lady. And she wasn't trying to do anything for anybody other than herself. And she was on the bus, supposed to be keeping the bus quiet and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they completely do, them old people on the bus of these wild kids. I wouldn't have put my grandma on the bus with wild kids. But she was on the bus, and they raised us close to $800,000 they raised. And she said to them when they gave her the money, she said, I don't know why they did this. I didn't need all this. But I'm going to give some of it away and some of them I'll keep for myself. Take that. I'm fighting the world and trying to save soldiers and everything else, and I can't get the assistance of anyone. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Now, I don't know if they're doing it because I'm a black man. I don't know if they're not doing it because I'm a Muslim. I don't know if they're doing it because they feel that I'm talking about them and I can't and I can't get the assistance from them. But what kills me is that those that believe in God know what I'm doing. And what are they doing for me to help? What are they doing to help the situation? So if you want to give me some assistance, don't let nothing stop you. Don't let what I look like stop you, because I don't want to look like everybody else. I'm supposed to be representing God. And the only people I know that are supposed to be representing God is the people of the old years back. They didn't wear sharp suits and all that. So I'm looking like a John the Baptist, a Moses, a Ibrahim. I'm looking at those like the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, Bilal. I'm looking at all these people that work towards saving the people that's out there. And I advise you to do the same. But I need your assistance. I need your assistance badly. I keep doing this with my Social Security check. And I once had a brother in the State House turn around and say to the Republican Party, I don't know why you jumping on Sheikh Abdullah. He don't have no money. He's poor. He got Section 8 coming to keep him alive in his apartment. He got SSI coming to him in a check for the Social Security. And he's a poor man. But yet he's trying to do what you're not trying to do. Save the world. I remember what that brother said, and I'll never forget that. I will never forget that as long as I live. As long as the law let me live with this cancer, with this emphysema, with this colitis, and the different other things that I have, arthritis. But yet I'm still here. Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. And there's people that help me as best they can. I got some people that help me, that are Catholics, that are Protestants, that that are non-believers in any God. They're trying to help me. And I appreciate that. I guess Allah will bless them. Almighty God will bless them one day. And they will know what they did. The benefits of what they did. And those that did nothing will know the benefits of what they did also. So I'm hoping to hear from you one kind of way, some kind of way. The address to get in touch with me. The box, I moved from the box. I'm no longer receiving my mail in West Warwick. It's too far for me to travel in the condition I am every winter and cold weather and hot weather. So I got my box now in Oneyville. The box number now is AMSA, Al-Master Sharia Allah. AMSA, A-M-S-A and Company, Incorporated. Providence, Rhode Island. Mailbox 29063. Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. 02909. Oops, excuse me. 02909. I'll say that again. AMSA, A-M-S-A, Incorporated. Post Office Box 29063, Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. 02909 is the box number. Is the zip code, the zip code. And the number to call is 401-454-4812. My printer is going on a blink. And I'm waiting for another one. I'm trying to get another one from the company, HP. And I need that in order to resume the work I'm doing with the relationship with the letters I gotta send out. I was sending these out here. I was sending these out in color. But I have no more color left in my machine. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have any black either. And I'm trying to save lives. I'm trying to work with the non-Muslims and the Muslims. And I see more help come to a person that had a dog, and the dog got run over by a truck, than coming to Sheikh Abdullah. So I don't know what to say to that. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, maliki yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله